Black Gorilla tape I'll leave here. Easier to cut than it is to rip. And use about this much. Put it in a loop. Make sure that this is dry, because the water bottle, they play with it so much that it drips and it'll make the bedding wet. But I put this directly underneath the water bottle so it catches the water and it doesn't seep into the bedding. You can either put the top on first, but it's pretty much right to the left. And the centerpiece, it's right to the left of this one notch. And of course, they're not easy guinea pigs, are they? This is the ramp that they climb on. And the funny thing was with this is that they sleep under it. However, they fight for the prime sleeping space. So when they argue with each other, underneath the ramp, it pops up and it'll end up lying in the bedding. So I duct tape those too. And again, it's about the same amount of tape that I then split in half. They don't eat this. I don't know if they're going to eat the silver one. So I just stick with the Black Gorilla. The only thing with this is that you've got the cage that goes on top. So you need to strategically place the glue or the tape so that the top will sit down in there or it won't lock in. And it usually, we haven't had a problem with it yet. It doesn't pop up with this tape. So I would say before you change them, which would probably be next weekend, take a look at the way that I've taped it so that you can duplicate it. Wood chips, the less you put down, the less you have to clean out when you do it. And I will have a brand new one for you to open up. It's in the basement. Peanut butter is not easy to get out. So if you are going to take the guinea pigs out, we've got the big white cage outside. They love to be out there eating grass. So if anybody has like 15 minutes to just hang out with them, you can stick them in the big white cage and they run around and basically just chew a whole shitload of grass. So, there's, oh crap. I'll leave the vacuum out if you guys want to clean up after them. They like to run around and kick their shit up all over. And you can see right below this, the drawer to the left has their food. Believe it or not, they like it topped off every day. I'm not really sure what it is they dig for, but they love getting fresh food. So there's something in there that they would prefer to have. And when it's gone, they're looking for more. So whoever's feeding the cat can just top off the food when they come. And then when I clean them out, I just dump it all because they're disgusting and they pee in it. And you should have just enough food the whole time we're gone. time. And it has a zipper lock, so I don't know what happens if it goes, if it's not sealed. In the other drawer, here we go, I'll put the pigs in. Hi girls, come on. You ready to go in? I give you new food? Hi. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Come on, come on, come on. So, peanut butter, the one that's the color of peanut butter cups. It's always best if you get her first. Oh, come here. Mon Cherie is so much easier to get out. And peanut butter is difficult to get out. So if you're going to take them out to put them outside, I would recommend getting peanut butter first. And then Mon Cherie is much easier to get out. So 4 locks on that. Now this is a silly piece. It doesn't really sit very well. And they don't care anyway. On the right side of this is some alfalfa. It is their all-time favorite. We have very little left, so I would say use it sparingly. And if they have the opportunity to go outside and chew on some grass, they don't need that much alfalfa. And their water bottle, which I usually put this in first, top and bottom, and make sure it's right over top of the water, that bowl that'll catch the water. They end up getting wood chips in that little white bowl, which will then absorb the water. And they're very messy guinea pigs, aren't you? You make a mess on the floor. They hop around, they bounce around. If it's raining, but you want to give them some exercise, underneath this is my large manicuring towels, my red towels. I lay it out flat on the floor because they do pee on the floor. And I bring in that big white cage and I put it on the floor and give them exercise. But you don't have to do that. You can just play with them. They'll love that. And yeah, they're all pretty disgusting with each other too. There's a lot of humping each other. Just so fun, entertaining. But when they run around in circles, they usually shoot the wood chips out all over the floor. So I will leave the broom out and available for you guys. Yeah, we're gonna be all sexy now. I don't know if you can hear them. And that's the care of the guinea pigs. Out here is the cage. And you can just move it around in the sun. Make sure that their water is cold. If it sits in the sun, it gets hot. And there you go. I'll put it right outside the back door. And sometimes I'll just leave them on the patio. These are our plants: tomatoes, cucumbers, zucchinis, cantaloupe. No, that's a cucumber. Next to it's a cantaloupe. Corn, cantaloupe, thyme, basil, rosemary, cilantro, and 1 carrot. The pool is out in the middle of it. So the easiest thing that I found was filling the pool and using that as the watering system. That way you don't have to play around with the hose regularly. You can just pull out of the pool. And that's that.